Hey, Future Race here. We're doing another rebalanced multitudes run, basically multiplayer scaling, but tweaked slightly. If you want to know more about the specifics, check out the last video link below. Anyway, enjoy the run, let's go. Hello. Hi, can you forgive me please with my harpoon? We're pretty powerful now. Is harpoon rotated green, or is there another even worse in your eyes? I don't know. Maybe it's harpoon. Does Vand count as a green? Because if it does, I mean, you know, it's like the void green, kind of. The Squaffinator build, yeah, that's definitely a sentence. I don't mind Squid, I just feel like they could have been way better. Daisy doesn't do anything, but I feel like Harpoon actively like tries to hurt me. That's the part. Like there are greens that are worthless. We have like a budding FMP build right now, but there's rarely a green like Harpoon or Void Bands or anything. Okay. It's not the red I wanted. I actually was looking for, you know, a good Soulbound, but that would have been cool. Imagine if I still got Soulbound the Sage type for that red. I mean, it could be okay for the boss, this boss specifically. Maybe we'll roll something good, but probably not. So I was gonna say GG. Dude, it's so rare that you get like an FMP build ever. And then the amount of times I've gotten an FMP build from like stage 1, I mean, I could probably count my hand, like with Soulbound and FMP or something. Alright, we got our Beas, our Chouse. Let's go. Freon, huge. Freon is obviously a very good equipment, so that did a lot of damage. I almost just killed myself with Harpoon, keeping you updated. Backup drones are mine. We have friends. Jesus Christ. We're really going FMP build, dude. It's happening. It's happening. Who knows? I might get a recycler out of the shrines. Cope. What else should I prioritize on accurate? Speed. Speed and AoE probably. And then like assuming you're fighting Mythrix and like AP rounds and watches and stuff really do help. All that good stuff. Or if you kind of transition yourself into an equipment based build, you can do like kind of procky stuff. Shurikens are also really nice for band procs. Any tips for getting from E4 to E5? Just crossed E4 today. I'm super proud. Congratulations, dude. E5 is a tough one. E5 is basically... Oh, yeah. Don't rely too much on healing items anymore. If you do, it's gonna put you way behind. Dude, we can actually get like a really interesting build here. You know, like one of my favorite things to do in this game. Someone asked earlier, like, what build do I want? This is one of those ones I never get, but I really like. Fuel cells with like certain equipments are just like really interesting because the resets happen so fast and you have such a stockpile of them. And it can create really interesting gameplay loops, and I really like it. Are we gonna carry this run? I hope I get Soulbound this run. Well, maybe we still need Soulbound. What's our cooldown? Like 20 seconds? That's not terrible. And especially with Beas, actually. If we can get like a really low cooldown equipment with fuel cells, or like with fuel cells and keeping the FMP, or just getting another equipment that has slow cooldown, we can get like a really interesting equipment spam build. One time Beas could actually be good. Oh my god. Alright. Hold up. There is so much potential on the stage. I don't want to get rid of my speed, but I will if I need to. Keep that alive. How possible is itemless E8? It's possible. It's hard though. So far it's only really been done on a few characters, so Beas actually useful. It could be useful here, but it's such a niche scenario. I actually think Beas is useful in Bloom builds, believe it or not. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. I don't want to lose my speed. That looks pretty good. Huge saw. Critting. Yeah, we'll get 2 more fuel cells easy. Oh, this build's awesome. If we can get some ignition tanks, ooh, this is actually really good. Here we go. I don't really want Crowbar right now, so... Am I actually thinking about giving up bans for fuel cells here? I think I might. It would be really fucking cool, dude. I'm not really using bands that much. Let's take it this time. Understand their board physics, just practice, man. It's all about rolling the pot, not pushing the pot. I think that's the big thing. A lot of people just like shove the pot forward and it doesn't move, and they're like, what the hell? You gotta actually like, you know, caress and roll. And it is just exciting. Hey, stop it. Alright, we'll see how this build goes. I actually am really excited on this one. I want to see how far we can go with the fuel cell build. Yeah, I'm scanning. Yeah, I have Gubo. Give me another fuel cell printer. That would be so sick. Do you play on E8 just because it's harder, or do you think it's Risk Rain is a better game on E8? I mean, like, both, I guess. Like, I don't feel like when on Monsoon, the game really has that much to offer me. I don't know. It just feels too free. Like, I like the idea that you can do anything you want and win, but I also don't like that idea at the same time. I don't really feel like anything is happening during Monsoon runs. If nothing matters to the point where you can win all the time, then nothing matters anyway. That's kind of how I feel about it. I think it's a way better game on E8. Clover Arc Part 2. Yeah. We'll see if we make use of it here. We don't have anything right now except Tenta Bubbles, so... This stuff is really good. In Multitudes, I would usually expect there to be a little bit more on the scrapper front, but, you know, here we are. Never heard that opinion before about $400 in Risk Rain 2, and I always thought the way to make it more interesting would be increase the chaos by adding more people, but I guess E8 would be a natural progression as well. I actually think it's such a natural progression that it was actually really shocking to me to see Eclipse be kind of hidden away in a side menu. I feel like they easily could have gone the Slay the Spire route and just made it like Eclipse be the natural ascension progression, honestly. That's just the way the game is. And I mean, as far as hours go, I have over 4,000. So it's put in perspective. But like, I don't really think I would have played this game that much if only Monsoon existed, to be honest. And honestly, I didn't really. It wasn't until Eclipse came out where I started playing it and enjoying it. Shocking lack of scrappers. Well, we also have credits turned down a lot from standard 2-player. This isn't a normal 2-player amount of loot. This is way less still, but even still. I'm using FMPs more than I'm using actual accurate skills. Don't really agree with putting the side menu even existing in the first place. I just feel like forget that other game modes exist. I think it was a really, really poor UI decision that created a very shocking divide in the game modes. You know how many people for years, by the way, this isn't like a, oh, it only happened a few times thing. For years, all the time, almost every day, I had people coming in the stream asking what mode I was playing. Why do you have a number in the top right instead of the Monsoon skull? Or one of the skulls? What is that? Oh, Eclipse. I've played this game for hundreds of hours. I've never seen that before. Where is that? It's horrible. It's a really bad design. And I'll stand by that, dude. I mean, and anyone who's been in any Eclipse streams has seen that a lot too, right? Just firsthand, you've seen people ask about it constantly. That's why we have an Eclipse command in chat, so people can know what it is. I'm egging, baby. Oh my god. Dude, I don't want Tenno Bobble that much. Yeah, didn't know it existed till watching the stream? Yeah, boom. I mean, like, just to kind of quickly poll chat, like, how many people didn't know about Eclipse until they saw it on a stream or a video? Versus how many people found it naturally? Like, put a 1 if you didn't know it existed. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. And that's like, that's just not even knowing it exists. That's not even you deciding whether you like it or not yet. That's just like, oh, I just found out about it from watching a video. It's okay if people don't like Eclipse, I get it. But at least give players the option to like or dislike it. Okay. Alright, well. Let's just keep taking these. You think Risk Rain Friends have Eclipse? It will not have Eclipse. Which I think is a shame, because I'm really biased, right? Like, just straight up, I am. But I think that Eclipse and things like Eclipse in any roguelike are the main driving factor for replayability. Because I think like Risk Rain 1's cool, but it just doesn't have the same replayability. I want speed. The only reason people know about Prismatic Trial is that they see the Mercy locked behind it. maybe one other thing I forget, the scythe. Yeah. Yeah, and it's also feels weird that they didn't want to do any sort of achievements with Eclipse at all. I know they didn't want to do skins or Eclipse achievements behind E8 because they felt like it was too hard for players. Because even the devs themselves, most of them have not beaten Eclipse 8. So they feel like if they couldn't do it, they didn't want other people to have to do it. But at least, like, the Scythe was a perfect example of what they could have done. Just like, oh, play an Eclipse run. You know, maybe beat Eclipse 1 or something. Get an item. That would have been awesome. That would have been a good way to, you know, show people that it exists. I know they cared enough about Eclipse to make sure it wasn't broken, because I know they like had situations where they have fixed bugs and stuff. I don't think they cared enough about it to improve it either. I felt like it was something they didn't really want to keep developing. So for the implementation of any new difficulties, anything above Monsoon or even higher variants of Eclipse, if it's done well, absolutely. How many hours do you see yourself playing Risk-Free Returns without an ad mode like Eclipse? A couple hundred maybe, but probably nothing more than that. Eclipse kept the game alive, in my opinion. Grand Monsoon would not be sustainable. Absolutely not. And like I said, like, I think a lot of people, when they first start Monsoon, they might look at it and be like, damn, this is kind of hard. But once you figure it out, Monsoon is really easy, you know? If you're winning every single run without any sort of trying at all or whatever, you'll just get bored of it. Oh my god, it's happened. We don't need fuel cells anymore. We only need one fuel cell, that's it. The Bayas build's coming in, bro. I need some ignition tanks, dude. Summon ignition tank. Oh, I thought that was gonna be it. Alright, we'll leave that on the ground. If we find a scrapper, we can get rid of all these. Never thought I'd try Eclipse Monsoon. It's so easy, I might just have to give it a go. Dude, jump in, man. You probably would like it. If you're ever thinking of like, man, I like this game, but I just don't feel Eclipse is absolutely the perfect thing. That's kind of how I felt with this game. Get a gesture? Nah. I don't need a gesture, we're good. Perfect. And this is full FMP uptime as well, so we're good. Summer Dagger's waiting room. It'll be in the large chest, trust. The god chest. Never thought I'd like it either, but once you start, you never want to go back. That's the other thing too, like, has anyone here, like, beaten Monsoon and then gone back to, Drizzle or anything? I mean, I'm looking for the majority opinion, but I don't think people, once they get comfortable with something, they ever really go back to something mindlessly easy unless they want to, like, really relax or just mess around, but... Some achievements. I guess barring achievements. I mean, it's like, if you're just trying to have fun and in your usual way of whatever having fun looks like, I suppose it's just you time. You're just like, alright, I'm gonna log on the game. This is what I want to do. Oh, interesting. You know, if we had, like, if we didn't have the gas, I would have probably taken the blast shower and kept all the fuel cells and just, like, gone full Bayas build or something, I think. But in another life, maybe. That's not bad, though. It's not bad. We can get, sticky bombs, but what's gonna really be proccing the sticky bombs? Oh. Dude, why on this run, though? Why, though? I have the FMP God run. I don't want to give it up. That shit sucks. Mythmark Online. Well, the thing is, like, we get way more flame just from having, forgive me, please. So, or you meant the Neo's sake, but I'm talking about just, like, the aspects. It's like we do more flame damage by not having the flame item. Oh my god. I'm not gonna take it. It's really fucking cool, but it's just not the right option. And I don't have a build that makes it work. So it would just be like a losing build. I don't want that anymore. Thinking, is a Wisp useful? Yeah, we proc FMP with it, which is very powerful. I would go into sticky bombs, I just feel like I can't use them though. Gas doesn't have a proc coefficient, so it doesn't really work. I could get a few just in case it gets something, but it's just kind of like whatever. I don't really need that right now. In addition to the scrapper, give too much control to the player. Good printers are hard to find, but they used to be RNG over print. Now they seem more like ways to stack a lot of items fast. I think that it gave a lot of agency to players, but I also think it was like a really good macro decision as well. Ooh, bears. Where is bear up? I think part of the reason why a lot of people enjoy this game long term is stuff like scrappers and printers and things like that. But I think it's like being able to have agency in a roguelike without it being too much is nice. I'll take a Dios. Gordle. You can do a Gordle. I want 2 Dios. No, I don't care that much. I'll be fine here. Mark is going. This run just really wanted me to have the FMP build, dude. It just needed me to have it. Some runs just do that, you know? They'll just hand over the build. Acrid's so fun with the FMP build. It's like, in a lot of ways, Acrid is like a kiting character. You throw out your things, you get AoE, and then whatever. Or it can be. Doesn't have to be, can be. I like to play him that way a lot. And then Acrid with FMP is just like an upgrade of that build. So it just feels like the natural evolution of it's like super powered Acrid. It's fun. Can I get in there? No. Yeah. He's doing the slam. We're good. Holy shit. What's happening? Dude, give me an ignition tank printer. Come on. That's the last key to the puzzle. You think it's the best time for a Verdi? That's an impossible question. There's just too much circumstance and context behind every build. It's just impossible to say. I think like there's a lot of items that are really supremely powerful and usually always good, but sometimes they just might get outshined with X build or Y build or whatever. Like Behemoth's never bad. Headset's always really good, but you know, sometimes you can't really make that good use of them. Obviously people like Clover, but is it always useful? No. I do think Feather is probably one of the better items in the game, though. Regardless of character, it's always good to be able to dodge that well. Same with like a Goat Hook. Not even talking about damage. Drone is the best red since you can kind of win with only that. You can kind of win with only headset too, though. I mean, you still need drones for Drone Man. It's not too much of a leap to just get like a couple items. But Drone Man makes a very strong case for just being an auto win item. Not to like say Drone Man is bad. Drone Man is probably way too strong. But hey, there was no ignition tank printer, dude. My dreams. Brush. I don't know what I'd add for an Eclipse 9 modifier, to be honest. I get that question a lot, and I don't have an answer ever. I guess my answer would be just to remove the Lunar Shop completely. Probably. That would be the easiest one. Hey now. I'll get one, for sure. For sure, man. I'll get one. Yeah. Yeah. Of course I'll get one. At least one out of the 4. Can we use shurikens? Oh, I mean, guess we have Plimp and Stone. It's not great, though. It's pretty sad. Pretty sad, dude. No bans for it. Scrap shuriken? Why would I scrap shuriken? Also, there's no scrapper. I'll see if there's anything else on the stage. I don't think so, though. There is like a chest somewhere. Oh, I was just gonna say I need a radar scan. Perfect. I mean, yeah, I didn't get this multi-shot actually. Yeah. Good job, radar scanner. The best equipment in the game. Oh shit, there's so much more stuff I didn't get. What the hell? Wrong. Alright, I think we're ready to go. The raincoat? Oh shit, I did forget. It's okay. I saw it, and I was like, oh, a raincoat. And then my brain just threw it away immediately. Need it anyway? Yeah, it's not a big deal. I see a red. Afterburn is kind of sweet, actually. Another Baos. No. I'm gonna go Afterburner. I want the speed, dude. No ignition? Yeah. It's alright. It sucks, because, like, you know. But it's alright. We can make do with what we got, hopefully. Theirs has a lot of health, so you remember to poison. The fucking Bayos is coming in big. Did he jump down there because of the drones, or because it's he was sent a bubble? Hmm. Ugh, God. Jesus. The fucking drone, dude. Eh. This phase is actually gonna be horrible, I think. Well, we're gonna have to double pizza for sure. Maybe not, actually. The fucking Goobo Acrid was distracting. Jesus. Hey, dude. Fucking egg. Jesus. Egg almost fucking killed me. We're chilling. Alright, GG. Fuck you. Really good run, man. You good? Oh, maybe we can see Ari be taken by the fucking portal. We'll get you out of here, buddy. Nice. Ari's over there. We'll send him the escape pod, dude, don't worry. Never usually, like, sits in the right spot. Never usually lives past phase 4 Mithrix, so... He'll live, dude. I'm making my own canon ending, alright? So... Ari's a playable character. I mean, you could play as Ari. It's really shit, though. obviously you don't really do anything. Yeah, that was a good run. Really good.